Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy, on this historic mission, you take with you the heart of this Artemis team, the daring spirit of the American people and our partners across the globe, and the hopes and dreams of a new generation. Good luck. Godspeed, Artemis 2. Let's go.
As a young boy, I always wanted to go to the moon. And what I really wanted to do was see the Earth as that blue ball, hanging in the blackness of space. So that was a dream of mine ever since I was very young, watching the Apollo guys do that. I was too young to go to the moon then, and unfortunately now I'm too old to go to the moon, but I'm really excited about it. I was down at the Kennedy Space Center earlier this week for 3 days, and I went out to the launch pad 39B, to see the Artemis 2 rocket there, and it's like, wow, it was so amazing just to get close to it. I'm an eighth of a mile away outside the perimeter gate, but still to see it there ready to go to the moon and thinking this is going to take humans to the moon, it was just really exciting for me to see that. I saw it in the morning, and then I went back that night to see it lit up on the launch pad at nighttime too. And it's so spectacular to see a rocket like that, and knowing that it's going to the moon, just so historic. And the details of the mission, what they're going to be doing, as I started reading about it, it's like it's an incredible mission. They're going to do 2 orbits of the Earth, and they're going to go out to about 40,000 miles and then come within 100 miles of the Earth and go back out to 40,000 miles. And then they'll fire the engine and loop around the moon. But just orbiting the Earth those 2 times and seeing the Earth from 40,000 miles away, that's got to be incredible. 4,000 miles beyond the moon. And I read that the moon will look like a basketball held out at arm's length. 250,000 miles beyond that will be the smaller Earth there in the distance. And from a human point of view, it's like, that's got to be an incredible experience. You need to get out 5,000-10,000 miles to really see the full Earth. And so the view that I saw is much closer to looking out an airplane window. Maybe you see a couple of cities in the field of view. On the shuttle, it's similar, but we're seeing a couple states or a couple of countries, at a time. But we're still close enough, 200-300 miles from the Earth, that you can't see the full disk. That's what I really wanted to see my whole life. Yeah, hydrogen's a tough rocket fuel. The Apollo Saturn V rocket didn't use it in the first stage. It used in the upper stages, but the first stage didn't use hydrogen at all. They didn't have to deal with those kind of leaks. The shuttle, early on in the shuttle program, we had many delays for hydrogen leaks. That's one of the side things you have to put up with dealing with hydrogen. It's a great fuel. It's got a lot of impulse, a lot of thrust comes out of that energy. But you have these leaks, and I'm quite confident they'll sort them out. And this was leaks in their ground equipment. Didn't appear to be leaks with the rocket itself. And they were changing out those the plates, for the connection. They'll figure it out. But hey, you don't want to launch rockets when it's not safe. So I give NASA credit for standing down. Let's get this right before we send them on their way to the moon.
One of the biggest surprises was how smooth riding those solids was. We all expected a really just dynamic ride, a lot of motion. We were prepared to potentially not being able to see telemetry, maybe even not being able to, touch switches, and it was very smooth. There was a definite difference when they separated and we were just on the main engines, but just a steady rumble and a great ride.